guys, I have another Thanksgiving story I'd like to share with you. This one is by one of my favorite authors. Her name is Lorna Ballion, and she does her own pictures too. The pictures in this book are done very differently so that you want to pay attention to where the color comes in, because most of it's in the two tones. So this is our title page, and of course the turkey is the main character other than Mrs. Gum. Mrs. Gum. Sometimes it's turkey, sometimes it's just feathers. So here's our title page, and here is one of the main characters, which is her cat. Notice the coloring, and you'll see some color partway through the book. Little old Mrs. Gum found an egg. She was hunting for wild mushrooms, and there on the ground, nearly hidden in a messy nest of leaves, was a large cream-colored egg with freckles. Yes, indeed, an egg with freckles. Imagine that. She filled her mushroom basket with soft April grass. She placed the egg gently in the center and then hurried home with her treasure. So she loves that egg. I think she knows what it might become. Mrs. Gum was so excited she almost stepped on Cat, who was sleeping on the steps. "Wake up, Cat," she said. "Wake up and look at our Thanksgiving dinner." An egg, Cat, a freckled egg, a genuine turkey egg, I do believe. "We'll try to hatch it, Cat," she said, covering the egg with a soft piece of flannel and setting it in a warm place. "We'll hatch it and feed it and let it grow plump. What a fine Thanksgiving dinner we will have. Imagine." And there she has it in a basket on the top of her stove. Kind of an old-fashioned looking stove. If you look carefully at it, I know it's hard to see because of the coloring, but it's one, I believe, where she has to put either wood or coal in it. It's not electric. Let's see. For days and days, they watched it. They watched it and turned it and warmed it until finally, one day in May, they heard a tap, tap, tap. And there, on the freckled shell, was a tiny crack. Tap, 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 tap. And the crack became a tiny hole. They watched and listened and watched. "It's hatching, Cat," said Mrs. Gum. "Oh, what a fine Thanksgiving dinner we will have." There's the egg on the table, and they're watching as the shell slowly cracks open because it's the bird's beak that's tapping on the inside of the shell. It was a sticky, wet, bony little lump that tumbled out of the cracked, freckled shell. As it dried, it became a fuzzy little lump with beady black eyes and a sharp beak. "He's hungry, Cat," said Mrs. Gum. "We'll feed him oatmeal and fatten him up. What a fine Thanksgiving dinner we will have. Imagine." Oh, did that turkey eat! He ate everything in sight: oatmeal, Wheaties, cornmeal, and bread, seeds, nuts, insects, sand, and cat food. Did that turkey grow? Turkey's growing fast, Cat, said Mrs. Gum. He'll be plenty big for Thanksgiving dinner. And he's eating the cat food. Cat is not happy with that. In June, while Mrs. Gum was planting seeds, Turkey was eating the strawberries. While Mrs. Gum was looking for strawberries, Turkey was eating as many seeds as he could find. Never mind, Cat, said Mrs. Gum. The more he eats, the plumper he gets. And what a fine Thanksgiving dinner we will have. Imagine. Now, the only thing that shows here is the cat, who's very white, and the package seeds, so you can see what she's planting. And of course, her apron is white all the way through. Turkey ate raspberries in July. Red raspberries, black raspberries, white, unripe raspberries, green peas, inchworms, grass seeds, and cat food. Tisk, tisk, Cat, said Mrs. Gum. Raspberry jam would have been tasty with our Thanksgiving dinner. But at least there will be plenty of turkey. Look at how that turkey is growing. That's what Mrs. Gum wants to make sure of. The grapes grew sweet and purple in August, and Turkey ate them. Grapes, lima beans, caterpillars, pea gravel, and cat food. There'll be no grape jelly this year, Cat, said Mrs. Gum. But what a big plump Thanksgiving turkey we will have. Imagine. Okay, there that turkey is getting so fat and he's growing so big, but he's eating up all of the food that Mrs. Gum would have made from the berries. The September wind blew the thorn apples off the tree, and Turkey gobbled them up as fast as they fell. Thorn apples, weeds, seeds, grasshoppers, ladybugs, and cat food. My, said Mrs. Gum. Have you ever seen a plumper bird than that, Cat? What a fine Thanksgiving dinner we will have. There he goes again, eating everything. Mrs. Gum shelled corn in October. Turkey helped and Cat watched. The corn will make him tasty and tender, Cat. My, what a delicious Thanksgiving dinner we will have. The cat is not smiling any longer, if you've noticed. Preparations for Thanksgiving Day began. Early in November, Mrs. Gum found the hatchet and ground some corn for cornbread. She sharpened the hatchet and cooked cranberry sauce. She honed the hatchet. That made it nice and sharp and shiny. And baked pumpkin pie. She polished the hatchet and mixed up some onion and chestnut stuffing. She picked up the sharp, honed, polished hatchet and said, "Wait here, Cat. It's time to prepare that big fat turkey. What a fine Thanksgiving dinner we will have." All right, there she's, oh, the eggs are showing. Those are white too. That's the color that and I like the polka dots on her hat. She's still wearing that apron, but the things that are showing up are the bag of potatoes, by the looks of it, the cat, her hair. Her hair, I don't know if it showed, oh it did, even on the cover. It showed the white hair. All right, let's see what she does here with that hatchet. What a feast! Cornbread, all warm and crumbly, bright red, sticky sweet cranberry sauce, spicy golden pumpkin pie. A steaming bowl of fragrant onion and chestnut stuffing, and cat food. Sit right down, cat, said Mrs. Gum. I'll bring that nice plump turkey to the table. What a fine Thanksgiving this will be. Cat has his bib on. Cat's ready. I have so much to be thankful for, said Mrs. Gum. A Thanksgiving feast and 2 good friends to share it with. Imagine. Who's the 2 friends? We know Cat is one of them. But did you expect the turkey to be one of them? I didn't. I thought she was going to use that hatchet and go out and get that turkey ready for roasting. But she didn't. I wonder what she did with the hatchet then. Does it say? Let me see. Well, she found the hatchet and ground some corn for cornbread. Now, I suppose she could use the hatchet to cut up the corn. I suppose. We're going to have to use her word that she uses at the end of every page and try to imagine what she used that hatchet for, other than cutting up the corn. Because it was never intended for the turkey, but that's the way the author wanted us to think, at least. But they have lots of good food, and my eye is on the pumpkin pie. Oh, pumpkin pie is right there. Now, they could have brought out a tub of Cool Whip, and that would have been the white part that we could see on the pie. Because, I tell you, if it's not turkey, I'll just take the pumpkin pie. How about you guys? What's your favorite part of Thanksgiving? Being around family is the cool part for me. This year it's going to be a little different with everyone trying to stay healthy. So let's all think about what we're thankful for and share that with your family on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I love you all. Miss you. See you soon, hopefully.